Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to be better at impromptu speaking. This will be an on-the-spot thinking tutorial, so let's get right into the video. If you are not so great at off-the-cuff speeches, then this is a video for you. If you're not great at thinking on the spot, this is the video for you. I'll be going over 5 key points, 5 easy ways that you can be better at speaking in an impromptu manner, off the cuff. Just giving a speech, talking to someone without being prepared. Let's get right into the video. Number 1 is to calm the nerves. If you're nervous, it's going to be hard for you to think effectively. If you're nervous, you're going to have almost like a foggy brain function, and that's going to affect your ability to deliver your impromptu speech or your off-the-cuff speech or speaking to someone without being prepared. Whether it's a public speech, whether it is a one-on-one speech or job interview speech, whatever the case is, you need to calm your nerves. So take a few deep breaths, drink a glass of water, and relax. Just understand, what's the worst that can happen? It's going to be okay. Nothing bad is going to happen because you're going to deliver this speech and you're going to absolutely crush it and do a great job, okay? So just calm the nerves. Number 2, stick to a few key points. You can see what I'm doing in this video. I'm literally sticking to the key points. So you want to have a rough idea of what you're going to be talking about. Now, you don't have to prepare for it, but as soon as you start speaking about a topic, you want to have a general idea of what you're going to talk about and stick to those key points. I would recommend that you try and figure out how to stick to about 1 point for every 2 to 5 minutes. So the shortest amount of time that you should spend on each point is about 2 minutes, and the longest you should spend is about 5 minutes. If it's going to be longer than 5 minutes, then break it down into sub-points. So focus on the key points. Number 3 is take charge of your speech, okay? Have the confidence to take charge of that speech. You own your impromptu speech. You own what you're saying. And when you own it, you're going to take charge of it. You're going to be confident. So display that confidence and understand that you own that time. The time that you are speaking right now, that's your time. People are listening to you. So own that time. Take charge of that speech. Give them something of value and just deliver something that they're going to walk away and say, wow, that was a great speech. And you can do that by showing confidence, knowing that you're going to deliver a great speech. Know that you will, and deliver that confidence through your speech, okay? Number 4, let the people know that this is off the cuff. You know, whenever I go to a wedding and there's a best man speech, a maid of honor speech, or a parent speech, parent of the groom, parent of the bride, parent of whatever, whoever it is that's getting married, okay? Essentially, whenever they say, you know what, I had this whole speech prepared, and then sometimes I've seen them I'm not going to go with it, I'm going to go off the cuff, I listen more. So when you tell people that this is just straight from the heart, that this has not been prepared, they tend to listen more and they tend to be more engaged, which is going to do better for you as a speaker. Okay, you're going to get that engagement, that reflection that you need to deliver an awesome speech, to say what you need to say in an impromptu fashion and do a great job at it. So let people know that maybe you prepared something but you're not going to use it, or this is off the cuff, totally unprepared. I'm just going to talk to you about things from the heart and things that I know in my brain already that do not have to be prepared. So let people know. It's going to do a really good job at getting them engaged. Lastly is number 5, which is ask questions. A lot of the time people struggle with impromptu speeches because they're trying to fill the time. They want to try and speak for a certain length of time and they're speaking fast like I am, so that just doesn't use up a lot of time, or they're not saying enough, they don't have enough ideas, so it's not using up a lot of time. What you can do is ask questions. If you're speaking to an audience, you can ask questions like, who in the audience right now is not happy with their level of wealth, with the amount of money that they make? And people are going to raise their hand. Why are you unhappy, right? And the person's going to respond. And then you have a 2 to 5 minute segment to work with. So whenever I've delivered a speech, a public speech, I've only delivered a handful of public speeches. I was trying to get into motivational speaking for a while. And then I sort of backed out because the schedule wasn't really working really well with my lifestyle. Okay, so I have 4 young kids. At the time when I was trying to get into it, I had one young child, and my wife was pregnant with our second child. We had our son. She was pregnant with our eldest daughter. And just the timing, the speeches were always done when I should have been with my kids. So I did a handful of public speeches, motivational speeches. They were great, but I just couldn't do it. So I had to decline any other offers that came my way. Maybe when my kids are older, I'll get back into it. If I can do lots of stuff during the day when they're at school and stuff like that, maybe, but maybe not. But at the end of the day, I always ask questions. I would say my 10 to 15 minutes worth of speech, and then I would literally ask the audience questions. And I would work with those questions because chances are if one person has an answer to a question, another person has a very similar answer, and both people or 20 people or 100 people in the audience will benefit from you addressing that one answer. So by addressing that one answer, you're addressing a real life problem, you're giving them a real life solution, and many people can benefit from that solution as well. So ask questions, whether it's a public speech in front of an audience or just a single person, a job interview, or you're just talking to someone like a friend as an impromptu speech. Don't be afraid to ask questions, okay? It's really, really helpful because it gives you something to work with and you can respond to those questions, and then that person who answered the question is going to be like hyper engaged with what you're saying. So that's it. Honestly, like I literally, in preparation for this video, about 3 minutes ago, I literally just wrote down these 5 points. Like 3 minutes before I started filming, I kind of just went over in my head for, 3 minutes what I was going to talk about, and boom, I ended up creating almost a 6-minute video out of just that 3 minutes of preparation. So from my opinion, impromptu speaking is a good bang for your buck, because you don't prepare as much, but you get the full value of the speech, or in my case, this video. So that's it. That is how to get better at impromptu speaking, an on-the-spot thinking tutorial. You want to be better thinking on the spot, speaking in an impromptu fashion. This is the video for you, and that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.